Hey, everybody, and welcome to our new show on Dark Park Films. I'm Jonathan Moody, and this show is Moody's Movie Reviews. So, John Ward, your host for Dark Park Films, has joined Indie Film Cafe, the network that I do, and he has does his own reviews after midnight, and he also comes on different shows. He does Horror Film Lovers with me and a bunch of other stuff. Anywho, I asked if he didn't mind if I'm so sorry that I'm in front of Wong. Sorry, Wong. He's one of my favorite characters, but can't help the way that this is shot. Anywho, John asked if I could do a show. Well, actually, I asked. To be honest, I asked if I could do a show on his, on his channel, because I wanted to do something that was just random reviews. They could be from the theater, they could be from streaming, they could be from DVDs that I got. They were just Moody's movie reviews. Some are new, some are old. They're going to be different stuff, and it's it might be structured, it might not be, but we'll see. So the first one I wanted to do was, of course, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which I just literally saw like this past weekend. And first of all, I want to tell you guys that I had such a fun time with that movie. Now a lot of people are, and the reason I picked this shot right here is mainly because of her, America Chavez, who I have been hearing so many people hating on America, because they feel like she was sort of thrown into the thing and they didn't need her, and I disagree. She opens portals to dimensions. Now, I understand it's Doctor Strange. I'm sure he could figure out how to jump from portal to portal, but it's much easier bringing somebody in and having them do it. Now, she doesn't know how she does it or whatever, but she does it. So, by the way, this is going to be a spoiler review. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange 2, please, by the love of God, don't listen. If you don't want to hear any spoilers. So, but I wanted to wait a little bit so that I could, do this episode. That's why it's coming out on Wednesday. So it's been almost a month. But anyway, so she can jump from portal to portal, like using a portal, go to different dimensions, and it just helps with the story. Like he needs to travel through the multiverse, because that's the point of the story, is Multiverse of Madness. It's going into madness, so they need him to do that. And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I love, and her character was so much fun. It was banned from China because America Chavez is her mom's. She has two moms, so she had lesbian mothers, and because of that, China, and I don't know if it was Russia, I think like Saudi Arabia, some other countries have banned this movie because of that. And I think that's silly. I mean, it's like 15 seconds of dialogue, that doesn't even matter in the scheme of the whole movie. Now, they would say, well, why don't they take that out? And I'm like, it gives credit to her character. Like, it introduces her character as somebody who, and it's true to the character. Like in America Chavez in the comics, that was her. They were, if they had changed it, they would have changed the character, which would have been sort of, I don't know. I think it would have been disgrace to the LGBTQ community. So I absolutely think that would have been, dumb for them to do. But it kind of sucks that for 15 seconds of something that it got banned from different countries. But whatever. Anywho, I really loved her character, and a lot of people didn't like her. They did not like Wanda. I heard a lot of talk about Wanda being one dimensional, which yeah, she's a villain in this. Now, she's not the villain. Oh, here's my take on that. She's the villain, but she's not the villain because look, her thing was she at the end of WandaVision. Now, okay, sure, people are like, oh man, do I need to see WandaVision to understand this? It will definitely help, especially like check out the end. She's reading the Darkhold. She's trying to find her children. It leads to Doctor Strange. We don't know this, and we don't see it for like another year and 5 months or whatever, since 4 months or whatever it was. But we don't see it for a while of finding all this information out. But so she is doing the Darkhold, which is a mystical, what is it, magic book. So great that later it's Sam Raimi directing it, because if anybody knows anything, they know the Nick or oh my god, I always screw that Necromonicon or whatever. I always screw that name up. But the Book of the Dead that's in Evil Dead kind of fits in with this whole thing. Now, some people don't like that because they don't like Sam Raimi, they don't like Evil Dead, or they think he's just riding on his own coattails or whatever. But fuck you, he was awesome in this. He's awesome directing this. So Wanda is using the Darkhold in WandaVision to bring back her kids. In this, the Darkhold has taken hold of her and is making her, basically possessing her to to do this stuff. So she's become inherently evil. She's become possessed by this book to do evil. It never really fully explains how she got a hold of the Darkhold, but she did. Or maybe they did in WandaVision. I don't remember. I think maybe it was from, she might have taken the Darkhold from Agatha in WandaVision. Anyway, point being that she's got a hold of Darkhold. Darkhold's now got a hold of her. She is doing these nasty things. She has now become the Scarlet Witch, which she even talks about in the movie. She is now the worst, scariest person you can possibly fuck with. She is the shark in Jaws. She is Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th. She is an unstoppable monster. She's very, very almost unstoppable. She's very but so Doctor Strange has to figure out a way to destroy her. So it does seem a little convenient that, and they even kind of make a reference to it, but he finds the one place in the multiverse that they go into that actually knows all about multiverses. Like, it's basically a multiverse historical place, or whatever. But it said something about how the portals seem to open up exactly where they need to go. And that's because America Chavez is doing it, but she doesn't know how she's doing it. And there's more stuff in that. So I thought that was awesome. Next, I want to talk about the cameos. So there are pretty much a good amount of cameos that were pretty awesome. So first off, there was the first cameo that I can think of is obviously Reed Richards, which is John Krasinski, which everybody clapped for every single cameo in the theater when I was there. They got really excited because John Krasinski as Reed Richards was pretty awesome, which a lot of people were wanting. The fans were wanting, and there's been talks of whether or not he's actually going to be the new Reed Richards. So we'll see. Then there's what what's his name? Well, there's Mordor again. But then there's Black Bolt. Awesome, Black Bolt. Captain Carter from What If. And I'm not it's not really the same What If Captain Carter, but it's a variant. There's Captain Marvel. If Monica Rambeau had played Captain Marvel and not, was Captain Marvel and not Carol Danvers. There is was there anyone else in that? I'm trying to think. Oh, obviously the biggest one, Professor X, played by Patrick Stewart. Oh man. So everybody I know went crazy because a lot of people were predicting this stuff, but they weren't sure if it was actually going to be like, and it fucking happened. And you saw it in the first trailer is like they announced Patrick Stewart. And I was like, this is awesome. So yes. So all of these guys fighting Wanda, and then she just rips them to shreds. I mean, and a lot of people complained about that too. Like a lot of people didn't like the fact that you introduce these characters and you just kill them off real quickly. Well, that was the point, dumbasses. First of all, it was to show them off. You knew they were going to die. There's no reason for those characters to keep, to win or something, or team up with, because they were the, what's his name? They were the Illuminati, but they were like basically the multiverse Illuminati, and so I thought that was pretty cool. Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Charles Xavier with the yellow what is it? Chair, wheelchair that glides. It's just awesome, hovers. Which is awesome because that was from the comics, but that's also from the and if you notice there's a theme song that pops up, and apparently it's X-Men 97 theme song. So that's really cool. If you look at the credits, it says X-Men 97 on it for the music and theme. And so made me go, wonder if that's going to be pretty cool if they do the X-Men 97 and they have Patrick Stewart doing the voice. That would be pretty neat. I don't know if that's the plan or not, if they're going to go with the original guy who did it. I don't know if that guy's still around, or whatnot. But that's pretty cool. But it's basically, and, it kind of sucks. Like people are worried that, they're going to kill off, Professor X again, and he was in Logan and died, and so spoilers for Logan, sorry. So they were afraid, like, oh man, is he gonna kill they wouldn't kill him off again, no, but it was a pretty intense, crazy one. He was good though. Everybody was fantastic. They had some really cool battles and stuff. Did the dumbest thing I've ever heard, which is telling them that, Black Bolt can just kill you with his voice, and I'm like, or his mouth, opening his mouth, and he was like, they're like, what mouth? And I was like, why would anybody go and tell somebody that? Like, that's like saying, hey, I've got dynamite in my pants, like, let me just throw it at you, I'm gonna throw it at you right now, like, who does that? But they did it so that she could say what mouth and then make him explode, which is pretty awesome. Which brings the idea of, is he going to, are they going to bring back the, God damn it, their group of people. My brain is completely fried. Anson Mount was in Inhumans. It's completely ground. Inhumans. So is he going to bring back the Inhumans? Kevin Feige. We'll see, I guess. They are part of Disney Plus now. So a lot of the Netflix stuff. I think another thing people were complaining about was like they were expecting Deadpool to show up or something, which people said they spotted Deadpool in somewhere, but I think there's an idea that he might have shot some stuff and then they just deleted it. So there's probably a lot more cameos that got shot, and I really hope that when they do the deleted scenes that they kind of say, hey, we got deleted scenes with other cameos so people can be excited. Just don't pull a Sony and forget to put in the deleted scenes, but then tell everybody there's deleted scenes. God, yeah, that's messed up. All in all, though, like I don't know, I was fairly impressed by it. I had a fun time. I thought all the characters and everything that was going on was just pure fun. If you like, I don't know, like if you weren't really a big fan of it because you didn't like, you didn't find it fun, that's I don't get it. I thought Raimi was Raimi too. Like it became a horror show at times, and I was surprised about that. You know, I have this feeling that if people didn't like it the first time, maybe if they watch it again, they might like it better. But they might not. I don't know. Once again, there was a lot of people who didn't like it for many different reasons, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm gonna enjoy it. If you enjoyed it, awesome. If you didn't like it, if you hated the movie or something, tell us why. Tell us why you didn't like it. I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm always interested in hearing that shit. Like what was it about it that you didn't like? I felt the ending was perfect. Speaking of cameos, there's at the end of the movie in the post credits sequence, the first one was Clea coming in and telling Doctor Strange, you got to help me out, and going to the dark dimension and stuff, and really excited about that because I think it's going to be like Doctor Strange in the dark dimension, in the next movie. So I'm excited to see where these shows this movie goes from here. A lot of people are saying there wasn't enough Doctor Strange in a movie called Doctor Strange, but I thought there was plenty of him. I think if we had I think my biggest problem with the first one was there's too much of him, and it sort of took away from me getting to know these other characters and stuff. And so I didn't really get to know Wong. I didn't really get to know Mordo and stuff. And if we had gotten a chance to kind of get to know those guys a little bit more, I think I would have cared a little bit more about a lot of their relationships with those guys. I do like Wong, but that's because we see him in a bunch of movies and stuff. Mordo, you only see him in the Doctor Strange right now. So I don't even know if he was in the Avengers at all. So I don't think he was. So I really want to see more stuff with those guys, all those characters. I know there's a talk about there being a Scarlet Witch movie, solo movie potentially. I think that would be great, but it'd be really funny if Doctor Strange had a big part in that, so it'd be like, hey, you stole some of my movie, I'm gonna come steal some of yours. I think I don't know, maybe people still complain about it, but I think that would be really funny for the fans, or whatever that were complaining about it. All in all, I think you guys would enjoy it. If you haven't seen it and you just heard me basically tell a lot of shit about it, then please go check it out anyway. But if you didn't, yeah, whatever. Let us know what you think. Tell us, especially I want to hear why people didn't like it, because I absolutely loved it. And it always baffles my mind when people have the exact opposite opinions of a Marvel movie than I do. And another thing is people are really getting tired of Marvel in a way, Marvel exhaustion and stuff. And I'm kind of confused about that, but I guess it's just because I'm not, like, I guess it's like, I just want more, I'm their target audience. Absolutely. And maybe it makes me a little biased because like at one point I was nervous to watch it because I had such hyped up feelings for it. But the same happened with me with Scream, the new Scream movie, and I still absolutely love that movie. And a lot of people hate it, for the exact, opposite reasons that I love it. And so it just baffles my mind of like, I guess it's taste. Taste is not disputable. Everybody can have different feelings on this stuff, but it's my thing. So I don't know. A movie to me, honestly, has to really suck or be boring. The Eternals was sort of that for Marvel for me. I just sort of found the Eternals to be sort of boring, and like it felt like weird, that there was this quest that these people that we didn't know, whatever. That's for another review. Anyway, thank you guys for checking this out. Hope you guys enjoy it. Join me next week, where I'll be doing another movie, and you'll find out what it is then. But until then, have a good one, everybody. Bye.